Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, if you think the dungeon mechanic is as neat as we do, and you just haven't figured out how to break it yet, well then watch this, because we did it for you. But before we get into that, I do want to remind you, when we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to be giving away all kinds of fun stuff. So if you want to know exactly how to be involved in that, check the description down below. You have to be a subscriber, so please rate, review, smash that subscribe button. If you already are a subscriber, thank you for being a member of the Brew Crew. Please also check down below for our social media, Twitter, Discord, all that fun stuff. Share this with someone. And why don't we go ahead now and get into the deck. We have Orzhov Dungeons for you today. And I think that this is about the best shell I have seen so far. Thank you to Brewmaster Will for coming up with it. And then together we've just kind of, tweaked it to just really make it solid. So first I have our creature package, which is 4 Shambling Ghasts. And if you know anything about us over here, and you've seen any of our other videos, we are very high on this card in the set. It might be the best card in the set, in my opinion, but it's very strong for a common either way. And it's 1 black for a 1/1 creature zombie. When Shambling Ghast dies, choose one. Either target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn, or create a treasure token. So strong. You're going to kill their early creature or ramp by 1 turn and get yourself out an early Planeswalker that we'll get into in a minute. Really, really good. And then we start doing some venture stuff. So first is Triumphant Adventurer. 1 black, 1 white. Creature, human knight. It's a 1/1, but we don't care. There's no more stomp, no more bones crusher giant. We're good. We have death touch on this, and as long as it's your turn, Triumphant Adventurer has first strike. Whenever Triumphant Adventurer attacks, venture into the dungeon. So on your turn when you swing with this, unless their creature is indestructible or they're playing some kind of tricks on you or also have first strike, it doesn't matter how big it is. It could be a 20/20. This has death touch and first strike. It dies before it hits back. Your Triumphant Adventurer lives, and theirs dies. Next, we have Nadar, Selfless Savior, 4 copies of that. 1 white, 2 colors for a 3/3 with Vigilance, legendary creature Dragon Knight. When Nadar, Selfless Paladin, enters the battlefield or attacks, venture into the dungeon. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 as long as you have completed a dungeon. And then, last in our creature package, we have Asarak, the Archalich. 1 black, 2 colors, legendary creature zombie wizard. Is a 5/5. Why is it a 5/5 for 3, you ask? Because when Archarak, the Archalich, enters the battlefield, if you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, return it to its owner's hand and then venture into the dungeon. Then, whenever Archarak, the Archalich, attacks, for each opponent you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token unless that player sacrifices a creature. Now, whether or not I was playing him, I would probably still suggest to go into the Tomb of Annihilation first, because first off, it has the big old 4/4 creature that you want to get to. It really disrupts your opponent, but also because once this is completed, and it's the fastest one to complete, our Archalich stays on the battlefield, and we get to start making those 2/2 zombies, or our opponent has to go ahead and start sacrificing creatures. Now, for the second and third time you go through the dungeons, which can happen with this deck, I've been through 3 times in one game. It's up to your choice what you want to play. The Tomb is what I like the most, but if you really need to gain a life, go ahead and hit that Dungeon of the Mad Mage on your second time through, or Lost Mine of Phandelver if you really need to scry, maybe get a token, or any, depending on the board state, pick the right one, but definitely start off in Tomb of the Annihilation. Next, we have our removal package. So we have 3 copies of Check for Traps. It is removal because if you exile it from their hand, well then they can't play it. You removed it. So this is to make sure our opponent doesn't have anything like counter spells, things that are going to be able to kill our Planeswalkers, which is one of the main ways we win, unless we rush them super fast with our venture creatures and just get in and get our 4/4 and overwhelm them. So this is a very important card. We have 4 Vanishing versus Exile Target Monocolored Permanent. Don't forget that last word, permanent. A lot of people forget that. I notice, and they're only using it on creatures, mainly on creatures, but just remember that it's any permanent. 3 copies of Soul Shatter to get around all those big, huge, pesky things that you don't want to be targeting. This is great for things like Goldspan Dragon. They don't get their tokens. So if they're expecting on turn 5 to slam the dragon, attack you, have the token with a counterspell in hand, it's not going to work for them. So, and then lastly, we have 2 copies of Silver Quill Command. Because of the fact that that last line says target opponent sacrifices a creature, does make this removal. In most cases, I usually end up returning target creature card with mana 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, usually grabbing Triumphant Adventurer if it's in there. If it's not, I don't really go for Ghast unless it's super going to help me out in the game. Otherwise, I'm probably drawing a card. But I mean, every mode on here really helps. You got 3/3 flying until end of turn. That's great. Or opponent sacrifices a. I mean, every mode on here is good in this deck in some way or another. There's no whist, so it's very nice to have 4 abilities and 1 card that you get to choose 2 of. Then this is removable, but it is a board wipe, so of course we're going to go ahead and put 3 copies of Doomscar in. And you might think, well, you have all these creatures, why are you playing Doomscar? Well, if Shambling Gas goes bye-bye, that's okay, because we're going to get a token out of it. And if we lose any of this, we're probably trying to do it before, you know, we're Doomscarring either before we have too much on the board and resetting, or we're waiting till we have Lolth out. Then we do a huge attack. They might make some blocks. We get some creature or tokens on Lolth. And then on top of that, we'll Doomscar afterwards, lose all of our creatures, all of their creatures. Lolth just gets all kinds of tokens. It works out really, really well. And then you just need any creature on the board, even a 1/1, and her ultimate starts smacking them for 8 a turn, no matter what. And then, of course, we're going to have 3 Kaya the Inexorables in the deck. Everybody's trying to exile everything right now. And Kaya the Inexorable, as you know, just doesn't care about that. And the fact that if they try to exile it and it has the counter on it, you still get it back to your hand. You still get the 1/1 token. People, and if you ulti, -7 her, people almost always quit, or once they realize exactly what happens, they're going to quit anyways. Always, always, always ultimate Kaya with 7 and let her die. If you try to go to 8 to keep her on the board, it gives your opponent 1 more turn to try to get rid of Kaya. Plus, you get to bring Kaya right back out your very next upkeep. Always ultimate Kaya as soon as you can. So that's the only piece of advice with her. Just immediately. And then our land base is pretty simple. I'm not enjoying the new creature lands. I really wish I was. But it does have 3 Snarls, 4 Pathways, 9 Swamps, and 8 Plains. So I can't wait for you to see exactly what the deck can do. In the current meta, it is just destroying all these creature decks out there. If your opponent gets a super, super, super strong hand, then it's a little tough. But other than that, this is keeping up with everything. It's destroying mono white, destroying rogues, it's destroying green, it's destroying Izzet Dragons. You're going to love it. So without further ado, why don't I show you what I'm talking about right now? Dimmy Cots. Hello. Let's see what Dimmy's got. Opponent's going first. We have turn 2, turn 3 removal. Nothing exciting early, but we are drawing. Definitely don't want to mulligan this. It's at least 1 mulligan. I think it might be 2. Yeah, 2 mulligans. Is it, eh? Throw the swamp first. This will be white. We'll have removal. Doomscar, eh? Might as well just get that foretold out of our hand. Let's go ahead and check for traps. Okay, well, say we get rid of the Galzareth, and then we'll Soul Shatter the dragon, put out our land. Hopefully we keep hitting land. Don't know what this is yet, if it's a counter spell or Behold the Multiverse. Well, there's a natural Behold on their turn. Okay. Land is good. And the turn. Gold Span resolves. They won't have any land because we will Soul Shatter before they get their treasure. Oh, there we go. Let's put out the Lolth the Queen first, just to see what they have going on. Let's put out some 2/1/1s.
I'm hungry. I will get what I want.
Then we can do Kaya next, but I want them to focus on that first. Right there. There's the Gold Span. Okay. We'll just double block it. Let me try that again. Double block. You got a Prismari command? So, that's fine. Dragon's Fire. Okay. I mean, they just had to Dragon's Fire that. We still saved her.
We will slay.
We have a Soul Shatter.
Aren't I generous?
So let's go ahead and use the Soul Shatter. Let's go ahead and put this out on black. Let's go ahead and plus this, or not plus it, but draw. Ooh, Swarm Shambler, and we still can have the Vanishing Verse and the turn. Woo! Don't do it, it's bad. Oh yeah, that could be a counter spell, right? It could also be a board wipe. Let's draw. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if it's counter spell. They don't counter this, then we're top deck mode. There we go. That is exactly what we wanted. Boom, get in there. And the turn. See what you top deck. A Faceless Haven. Okay. So, we will throw this out. We'll throw Kaya out. I just blocked that Faceless Haven for the rest of its natural born life at the moment.
There's no job too tough for me to handle.
Let's go ahead and draw a card, lose a life. Oh, shoot. I'll take that. Next, end the turn. Whoa, cancel. No attack. Silver Quill Command is not a bad card. Not in this deck. What'd you get, Demonauts? Yep, resolves. Interesting. So that resolves. No point in minusing it because they can't kill her right now. So I'm fine with that. And then yeah. I don't need the treasure. I don't need the treasure.
My will cannot be denied.
Bring it to 3 so that neither one. I get the token. Oh, yeah, I still can block. What am I thinking? Forgot about the best part of that. Ha. Forgot about the ghost token. What am I thinking? Pass. I'm just gonna do this all day, every day. I should have made the treasure token. Now
Do what I demand.
It's all up here, folks. Check for traps. Doesn't need to go out. Let's go ahead and put the Silver Quill Command out. I wish I had something to return. That's a 2-drop, but I do not. Draw a card, lose a life. Nah, I don't need to use that yet. Let's go ahead and, once again, put the token on that. Let's go ahead now and put out some more spiders. And next.
Generous one.
And let's end the turn. I don't know how they get through this. I think we've got it locked up. Galsmary. Okay, that is hilarious. I have reach, so they can't get in. Resolves. Take our turn. Oh, hello, Triumphant. So, we just go ahead and emblem you. And let's go ahead and draw a card. Let's go ahead and wipe the board. I should have attacked first. That was... Let's create a treasure. Put a whole bunch of tokens on here. Boom, 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 boom. Get that back. Let's throw the Shambling Gas back out. Let's go ahead and throw Nadar. Doesn't matter if I overextend now, because if they board wipe, then we have her. So, bug flying in my face. Auto play. Auto pay for the Triumphant Adventure. And that's, I mean, we're at the beginning of our next turn, we're bringing Kaya back out. Outruns Epiphany does not bother me. Cool. So I'll block one.
So you wish to be prey? We will slay.
Took one, got one back. I'll take that action. Let's bring Kaya out. Good game. Oh! Hello. Opponent goes first. We have 3 lands, Shambling, vice versa. Check for Vanishing Verse, check for Trap, Soul Shatter. It's a great hand to start with. And we'll lead with the Shambling Gas. You got Sir Kayum. Okay, we got another black land we can throw, and let's check for those traps. Crippling Fear, Shadow's Verdict. Heated Debate. Goldspan Dragon. Well, all they can do, if I get rid of Goldspan Dragon, all they can do is keep wiping our creatures out, I guess, for a while. Throw this out on white. So they can't Crippling Fear this turn unless they got a land. I think I have to go for it. I get that, yeah, it's gonna suck if they do, but what are you gonna do? Kill it immediately? Yeah, that's fine. That means they're not using their Crippling Fear. Let's get in. And if they kill this somehow, and I top deck a land... Hey, there's the land. Let's just get in. We got removal. Do they want to Shadow's Verdict it? So I can't... Warlock class. Put one of them in your hand, the rest in your graveyard, so they don't have to reveal that. Hey. Okay. Can I hit a land? Land off the top. Come on. Okay, I'll take that. The Adventure. Triumphant Inventor. Now it forces their hand. They're going to have to Crippling Fear, which will give me a token. And then I can go Lawlith, because if they have a removal for Planeswalker, I want to save it for... I want them to use it on Lolth, not Kaya. There's the Crippling Fear that we knew was coming. Had to figure out a way to force it. Okay. I would like a treasure token, please. What does this do? At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life equal to the life they lost this turn. Okay. There we go. Let's go with the Lolth. Autopay. I really need to hit another land here soon. So I think I just zero.
What happens when it's
not another land.
Bargain with me.
I need land. Okay, so I'm glad. At least I should have maybe got the spiders. Okay, there's the land. Let's see if they can do that again.
When you can walk through walls,
If they can, we got another one.
looks easy.
Soul Shatter, eh? Okay. If I hit a land... There we go. So this time, let's just do this. So that's 6 lands. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do this. Submit. I want to get rid of... Discard a card. I want to get rid of this. Sacrifice a creature. I want to get rid of this plains. Throw this again. Now, if they want to Soul Shatter this, that's fine. There we go. Land Soul Shatter? I mean, land Shadow's Verdict? I mean, I'm happy with that. There's the Shadows. Fine Adar, bye, you guys. See you later. Shambling Ghost. So, I want to see how much more removal they have. So, let's go ahead and throw this. Let's throw the Shambling Gas. I'm still saving my Kaya. We're slow playing the Kaya. Next turn, the Kaya is huge, too, because I get to put tokens on stuff. A Painter. Okay, we got a Painter out. Another Shambling Gas. I think it's time to put Kaya out. I want to put the token on here. I
You
don't
want
care
the
if I
job
lose the
done
Shambling
right.
Gas this turn. I'm
Higher.
fine with that. I want to make sure I keep this guy alive. Got it. I mean, if they have
Ghosting feels
Soul
weird.
Shatter again, I mean, they've already used 2. If they have a 3rd, what are you going to do? Let's leave you back to block. It's only a 1 anyways, so I don't think it matters. And if they kill this and don't exile it, I'll just make this a 0/1. Oh, no. Okay. Boom. I thought they'd let me have the 2/2. They decided to sack it instead. Okay, Sir Cam. Can you break through my defenses? Turn target creature. Ooh! Forgot that was an elf. That's tricky. So let's go ahead and throw this out on black. Now I can plus Kaya on the Shambling Ghast. So now that these are in exile means nothing. So we're gonna next.
You're not liking for spirit.
We're gonna attack with just the 1. They'll sacrifice. It's probably better to sacrifice a 1/1 than give me a 2/2. And I'm gonna throw the Shambling Ghast and still be able to Soul Shatter. I don't think they're getting into Kaya. Next. I don't have anything in there I'm really afraid of at the moment. Sir Cam! Don't be the rope. Don't be a roper. Okay, they're moving through phases. Maybe they were just thinking. Maybe they're just... Okay, okay. Next. I don't care about this 1/2, so this does not get used on that. It's just not an issue. Cool. That's gone. Throw the Shambling Ghast. End turn. These both come back to my hand, and I create 2 1/1s flyers if those die, so I don't think they can get to Kaya. We're definitely going to be minusing Kaya next turn. Always, always, always exile Kaya as soon as you can, because then she comes back anyways. You don't want to wait an extra turn and then do something crazy. Oh, man. So they can exile an artifact or creature, but not my Planeswalker. But I can kill that.
So you've seen through my disguise.
Well, you take that. You take that. They did get through that.
And away you go.
Oh, is it whether it's exiled too when this creature dies or is oh, I forgot she's here. You can't exile anything. I forgot about. She's just too good. Let's just block with you. Yeah, good game. This is over. -1 on you. I'll take that back and take a token, please. She's just so broken. Boom, boom. Let's go ahead and just ultimate her. Let's go ahead and throw you out. Get into the dungeon again. Let's go ahead and throw you out. Oh, I thought it... Okay. I was just making new cards. So once you've gone through the dungeon, it's over. Okay, good game. Woo! Got him. Dougal Hut. Dougal Hut. That's a name. Opponent goes first. We can't really do anything real quick, but we are drawing, and we have a Doomscar for turn 3, so we'll keep it. We will keep it. We lead out on the Snarl. Strike first, strike hard. No mercy. Snarl it up, decline to show. Turn 2, Doomscar into Foretell unless we hit something better. Turn 3, probably Nadar, Selfless Paladin. Ranger class is solid. Oh, there we go. So I think instead I'm going to go with the Triumphant Adventurer into a Nadar. Or maybe I foretell if they're going to get out. It depends. Got to see what our opponent's doing here. We might need to get that Doomscar foretold. They have a fight spell, okay. Because that has Death Touch. Wow. Okay, took their whole turn off for that, huh? Okay, well, they're not throwing other creatures yet. If they're throwing removal like that, we might as well throw the Nadar first. Then let's get down the Tomb. Professor of Symbology. They're going to get the thing that gets some more land, probably. Environmental Science, I think it is. Yeah, because they need land. Hey, there's our adventurer again. So you have a Vigilance. Let's attack first. And let's go down this row. I will decline. Okay. They're going to double block, huh? Okay. So, I don't need to do that now. So let's go ahead and put out the Triumphant Adventure, and let's go ahead and Doomscar into Foretell. Pass it back. They throw one creature, we can Silver Quill Command, and I think we actually take back the other Triumphant Adventure as opposed to giving this +3. We'll get multiples out there, really get through this dungeon. Multiple times. We'll just run through it. Reef. Ooh, that's good for us. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, wait. Okay, we still want to do this turn. So we want to return a creature card and target opponent sacrifices. I definitely want you. You sacrifice something, please. And let's go ahead and attack with 1. Each player sacrifice a creature and... let's see. Sacrifice a creature, artifact, or land. I am going to decline. Take 2 more. I need all of that land. Well, I'll top deck a land now. Next turn, we're going through this dungeon a few times. I think I lead with this. No. I want that to stick. Never mind. Environmental Science. They grab a secondary land, throw out a 2/2 creature or something. Or maybe... Nah, they can't throw the wolf. They tapped wrong, if they were. Luminarch Aspirant does not bother us at all right now. So let's go ahead and throw out the planes. Let's swing in with our creatures. Let's do that. Submit. Scry 1, create treasure tokens. Yeah, let's go down you. Let's see what our next deck card... Oh, a swamp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already have 6 out, so let's scry it. And then I think I want to throw you. I don't think they have a way to kill our creatures, but just in case, maybe this is better. Nah. We'll do it next turn. If we lose one little creature, I want this trigger to... Oh, Maul, eh? Okay, well, we'll have reach soon. I mean, they are coming in for 4, 5. 5 with first strike and flying. Oof. Yeah, it doesn't have flying, don't worry. You're going to want to hold back then. These also have first strike on my turn, so I'm attacking with those. This has death touch, so let's see. You go out on black. Let's throw you first. Let's see, next.
You require my aid.
2 attackers.
How desperate.
Let's, do this, submit. I could have gone down this way and given it -4, huh? And I could have attacked with everything. I gotta stop. I'm getting used to these. Put a +1/+1 on, I don't know. Next turn, that'll get one bigger. Let's diversify so I can attack with more things. And let's create some reachers.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
And then next turn, I start attacking with a lot more. If I top deck Kaya, woo, we're in it. I'll throw Kaya and Doomscar after I attacked with everything. Lolith gets all big. I can put the yeah, there's a lot we can do. I think they drew a land. Refuse, that has to attack also. I'll put it on here. Yep. Come on in. Come in. Please come in. Come on, Dougal Hut. Come at me. Nice. Shumbling Ghast. We're going in. We'll draw a card. Tomb of Annihilation. Let's get down that one again. Cool. Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You might as well block one more. You're gonna lose them all. They're all about to die! There you go. It has Death Touch, but that's okay. Thank you.
I will get what I want.
Ooh, that was nice. Now we'll go ahead and
My
hit it with a
will
fat
cannot be denied.
Doomscar. Trigger, 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 trigger.
A gift.
Let's
in
go ahead
exchange
and
for loyalty.
-8. Shambling Gas.
You've been caught in my
Throw the
web
land.
since we've
That's my
met.
cards. I didn't have another creature. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for Orzhov Dungeon. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed playing it. This deck is absolutely a blast to play. I really don't know what I would do to change it for the most part because it is running so smoothly. I was thinking about bringing in Power Word Kill and a non-demon devil dragon kind of meta, but there are a few dragons running around. And what would I replace it with? Vanishing Verse or Soul Shatter would probably be the swap out. And I like both of those for different reasons. Maybe check for traps or even Silver Quill Command, but that was just something I was thinking about, so I thought I'd let you know I'm not doing it. I am, however, going to get rid of one Swamp and add one Snarl, because I really don't know why I was running 3. I don't know if I misclicked or if it was an oversight, but I was running 3 during the gameplay. 4 is probably perfectly fine. This deck doesn't mind a land coming into play tapped. So there it is. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check the description down below for all the fun stuff and giveaways that we have going on. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.